Welcome to the Kehillat Shari Torah Halacha Review for Tuesday, March 2nd. We're going to continue talking about the specific laws that apply to Pesach, particularly Erev Pesach, when it falls on Shabbat, as it does this year. I think we mentioned before that it has occurred a few times in recent memory, 2001, 2005, 2008. And then we had a little break for a couple years. It's happening this year. In case you didn't get that memo, the first Seder is Saturday night at the end of Shabbat, and the second Seder, of course, Sunday night. We're going to have this again, so listen carefully to all this, and we'll keep it in mind because we're going to do it again in 2025, just 4 short years away from now. Mervel der Leben. And then I promise you, Bli Neder Emir Hashem, we should all live long and be well. We'll go over it again before the next time it occurs, which is 2045. So we have a little bit of time until that time. But we do have to get our act together for this year and for a couple years down the road. So I went into the archives and I dug up Halachas of Erev Pesach, a little booklet, very thin but information-packed booklet put together by Rav Bleich, Rabbi David Bleich, who remains, should live and be well, is an authority for the modern Orthodox community, for the Yeshiva University community. Actually picked this up, printed by the student organization of Yeshiva University, 2001, one of those recent times, 20 years ago. In my mind, that's recent, when Pesach fell on Motzei Shabbos. So we're going to go through these point by point, just 3 or 4 pages or so, and we'll make sure that we have a firm grip on everything we need to remember for this year. Point number 1, fast of the firstborn occurs on Thursday preceding Pesach. We did speak about that, and we will, Emir Hashem, make a siyum over Zoom that you'll be able to participate in. Bedikas Chametz, the search for Chametz takes place on Thursday evening. Again, usually do it the night before the Seder. That would be Friday night this year, so we push it off to Thursday because we don't want to be running around the house with a candle on Friday night. The usual blessing is pronounced. As we said, we went over that the last couple of days. Firstborn fasting on Thursday. I did know of 2 people who would attend the siyum and also fast on the fast of the firstborn. They should complete Bedikas Chametz before breaking the fast. But if they feel weak or feel that they won't be able to do it properly, won't be able to do the search properly, they can have a light snack, something, just some water and maybe some cake or something to give them a little energy to go through with the searching the Chametz. Burning the Chametz takes place on Friday, usually takes place on Erev Pesach, the morning before the Seder, but that's Shabbos. We're not burning anything on Shabbat, of course, so we're going to push that back a day also. Rather than burn it on Saturday, we're going to burn it on Friday, before the first 5 hours of the day. That would put us, wait 1 second, I wrote this down, and now where's my little time ticket? Oh my goodness, it fell off on the way. Okay, I'll tell you the times. It's around 11 something on Friday morning. We'll make those public. We'll put it in the bulletin, and the COR usually comes out with a very nice comprehensive Pesach guide with all of the relevant halachic times for Toronto. When you burn the chametz, you don't say kol chamira in the morning because there's still going to be chametz you're going to eat. You can eat Friday, you're going to eat Friday night, hopefully a little bit of chametz, maybe some challah rolls, and even early Shabbos morning. In the event that chametz was not burned prior to that time indicated, you can burn it any time before Shabbat begins. The same provisions apply to the sale of chametz. Again, since we're a day earlier, usually we're careful to do those things earlier in the day, but we don't have that same restriction, it being Erev Pesach. Many authorities maintain that the bill of sale used for the transfer of chametz to a non-Jew should have as its date the 13th of Nisan rather than the 14th. Chametz, which is to be eaten on the Friday afternoon and Shabbos, would be excluded from the sale because we're not going to do a deal that closes on Shabbos, right? So we'll have it dated on the Friday. We'll speak up with the Rabbanim who are handling that sale at the appropriate time. Now, preparation for the Seder, which should take place before Shabbat. Very important. Put these things on your Seder prep to-do list. Make sure you take care of them before Shabbos. Now, I'll just add a little parenthetical note here, my own view. A little insight here, not included in the book. We're going to have as out of the ordinary, let's put it in a nice way, as this year is. You're actually going to have quite a nice luxury. Many people, particularly the righteous women of Israel amongst our congregation, come to the Seder table pretty wiped out because it's very tiring to get everything ready for us. Not to say the men don't do work, the men do work also, but those who prepare the Seder, let's say, and the dinner and the kugels and everything and the brisket and everything else are always working up until the last minute to make sure everything is just as it should be, and that is very draining. So coming to the Seder table pretty wiped out, sometimes it's even difficult to enjoy the Seder itself and to drink the 4 cups in comfort and enjoy the telling of the Yetzias Mitzrayim story and all that. This year and in 2025, put a plug in for that, we have a wonderful, beautiful luxury. We have an entire Shabbat to rest. We're going to try to get as much possible as we can ready before on Friday afternoon for the Seder, so it's ready to go. When Shabbos is over, we can just jump right into making the Seder. So that's a really nice luxury that we'll be able to enjoy this year. So keep that in mind. And then we will talk, I think maybe we'll talk tomorrow about things to prepare on Friday so that they're ready for Saturday night for Motzei Shabbos. All right, have a good day. We'll speak to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.